Hey guys, how are ya? Well, likely you're doing better than me. This is the third day running and I'm bloody been sick. Got the flu. Great big heaps of fun. Been a real party. Anyway, I'm putting this video up because something has just, well, as of a couple of days ago, just happened to me that can happen to you too. And it's not going to be a common thing at all, but when it happens, you're a little bit stuck and you're in a bit of an awkward situation. I've got a wedding on Sunday, this Sunday coming. It's daytime one. I actually got to leave home about 9 o'clock. The wedding starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. I won't be taking any lighting or anything like that, don't need to, just sound system. But anyway, everything's already been worked out. The bridal walls, father-daughter dance, all that sort of thing. Well, to really hit it, the father has died a week ago. The wedding is still going ahead. She's rang me, we've gone through a few things, because things had to be changed, obviously, because there'll be no father-daughter dance. But it put me in a bit of an awkward situation. The way things have sort of had to change on the day. Things are going to be done a certain way, and it's going to be a really emotional day, not in a good way that you would normally have for a wedding. So she's been talking to me. We're trying to work out ways to make things as easy as possible for everybody on the day. What makes it maybe a little worse than usual is they're all Italian. Now, most of us are close with our families or whatever, but the Italians are really, really close. You know, no mess with my family type thing. So, we've been trying to work out ways where they can have certain dances. There's going to be a song dedicated. She's going to dance with somebody. I think it was her dad's best friend, but the song, which is Butterfly Kisses, is going to be dedicated to her dad. So, it's going to be pretty much fucked up for a bit. But I have tried to reassure her. She wants all 80s music, which is uplifting anyway. I've tried to reassure her that, once all that is sort of over, we get into it, I'm just going to make it, try to make it a real happy day, happy occasion where people aren't really thinking about it. Now, I had to be careful when I was talking to her about this. I said, I don't mean to say anything like to upset or offend you, but we want to make it a happy day and have people not thinking about it. And, for a few hours, give everyone some fun. To enjoy themselves. Luckily enough, she knew where I was coming from, and she agreed. I'm only putting this up because this has happened to me. It may happen to you, and the way to deal with it, you'll have to find out really your own way if it ever happens. The way I've done is I've just tried to be as helpful as possible, and putting some suggestions. It's like when it comes to the speeches that I want to put. She said she doesn't really want to put anything on the family, and I said maybe the best way about this would be for your soon-to-be husband's best man and your soon-to-be husband to make a speech, and that's it. Nothing else from the other families, because it's just going to be too much. And I think she's going to go along with that. They're going to keep speeches to a minimum because it's just it'll to me, I feel like it'll end up being like an actual funeral rather than a wedding. Only because by this time he would have been dead. There goes a bike. Only 2 weeks. As I said, he only died just over a week ago. So yeah, it's going to be very tough on everyone. But the best thing I can do is once that's over, is get things fired up and get people dancing and laughing and trying to have a good time. I won't be taking the camera to film on this day. Not that there's much point anyway, because it'll be a lot of sunlight and daytime sort of thing. And I'm not going to be running around with a video camera at this wedding that doesn't feel like it's going to be all type wedding sort of thing. And it's going to be a bit hard too, because I've got a gig on the Saturday night and I won't get home till maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll go to bed, get up at about 8:30, get ready and go about 9 o'clock, because I've got about a 40-minute drive to get there. And I want to get there by 10 o'clock, set up, ready to go. They're actually getting married at 11 o'clock, and I'm going to be there for the whole wedding, then the reception, so I'll be there through the whole thing. So no doubt I'll hear some stories from people about, what's going on. I think when it comes to something like this, it's beyond being a DJ. It's also being like a psychiatrist type thing. If you come across this, you got to be very careful with what what you say, because they're still your client and you want to look after their interests. So take it on more. What I'm doing is take it on more of a personal basis. That's providing the client wants you to do that, which she's doing that with me anyway. We're getting on much more of a personal basis. So if this ever happens to you, this might give you a bit of an idea what to do. Something happened to me about 2 years ago where I didn't do it. They wanted me to make a speech. A child had died a month or two prior to this party, and they asked could I just say a few words about it, and I thought, I'm not a minister or anything like that. I ended up saying, no, look, get someone from your family, because I don't know you people, and anything coming from me that doesn't mean anything. So they agreed. And I thought this lady was going to ask me the same thing, could I say something? And yeah, before she could even get to that point, I stopped her and I said, look, you're not going to do this, are you? And she said no, and I told her what happened with this kid. About them asking me to make a speech, and she was a bit horrified by it. She said, there was no way I was going to ask you to do anything like that. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's happened before, so I was going to stop you in your tracks before you would ask me. So, oh God, this cold, it needs to go away. I'm glad I got it now. It'll be gone by the weekend, thank Christ. Alright, so that's the update of what's happening. And if it ever happens to you, it just may one day. Hopefully it won't, because it's a bit of a tough situation to be in, especially so damn close together. Alright guys, practice and enjoy. And I hope no one else from Australia anyway, because I know over in America and that, some of you guys. But, and those of you in Australia, it's not bloody swine either, it's a normal friggin' cold, so bite me. Alright guys, practice and enjoy. I'll see you later.